I didn't say I'm convinced there can't possibly be a rational reason for it. I said I'm convinced there can't be a demonstrable reason in the scientific way that you are
Yes.
looking for.
In other words, rational, which is why I said you have no idea what rational means.
I've never seen a definition of rational that says has to be a scientific explanation for it. You can test some claims.
You're doing the same thing with the word rational that Ray Comfort does with the word logic. He uses the word logic when he really means common sense or opinion. He has no idea what logic means or anything about it.
That's what
you're talking.
You know that nobody's ever going to come with a scientific.
I don't know that at all, and I find it absolutely absurd that you think that it's okay to assert that without offering evidence for it.
No, I'm saying you know that there's not going to be a scientific proof in the way that you want. And
I just told you, no, I don't fucking know that. Do you just not listen to what I'm saying? You're telling me what I know, and I'm saying, no, I don't know that. That is a patently absurd assertion that requires knowledge that you or neither of us have about whether or not these answers are ultimately possible to discern. I don't know that it's not possible. How do you know it's not possible?
Because I know that when we talk about spirituality and religion, we're talking about things that are not that do not coexist with science in the way that you mean it.
If I say to you, there is no God, that's called an absolute statement. In order for me to make an absolute statement and be right, I have to have absolute knowledge. I have to know everything about that subject. Let me give you an example of another absolute statement. If I say to you, there is no gold in China, in order for that to be true, I have to know everything about China. I have to know what's under every rock. I have to know what's inside of every rock, inside every jewelry store, and what's inside every Chinese person's mouth to see if there's any gold in there, in a filling, in a stone, in a ring. I have to have all knowledge of China to make that absolute statement that there's no gold. However, if I want to make the statement, there is gold in China, I don't have to have all knowledge of China. I just have to have a little knowledge. I just need to see one person's gold filling. I have to see one piece of gold, and I can say with confidence there is gold in China. So for a person to say there is no God, to make that absolute statement, they have to have all knowledge or be omniscient, and nobody is.
Let's say this circle represents all the knowledge in the universe. Let's say, Mr. Professing Atheist, you know an incredible 1% of all the knowledge in the universe. Is it possible in the 99% of the knowledge you haven't yet come across, there is ample evidence to prove that God exists? And if you're reasonable, you'll have to say, well, it is possible in the knowledge I haven't yet come across, there is ample evidence to prove that God does exist.
But if you're talking about proof over a phone discussion why you believe in this God rationally with a scientific proof, the way somebody would prove a geometric equation, that's never going to happen.
How do you know that it's never going to happen? Are you godlike? Are you omniscient? How do you know that it's never going to happen? Are you godlike? Are you omniscient? How do you know that it's never going to happen? Are you godlike? Are you omniscient?
Let's say, Mr. Professing Atheist, you know an incredible 1% of all the knowledge in the universe. Is it possible in the 99% of the knowledge you haven't yet come across, there is ample evidence to prove that God exists?